Вражескую вертушку видел!
Hello everyone, this is Polygon Wizard with a Battlefield 4 commentary for you. Today I'm going to talk about my experience with the first week of Battlefield 4, and we're going to end with a few bonus clips. So first, let me talk about the campaign. I started out playing that instead of multiplayer on purpose because I knew if I started the multiplayer I wouldn't go back to the campaign. Later on I discovered you unlock weapons, so I probably would have anyway, but needless to say, I wanted to start with probably the least impressive part of the package. Not to say that the campaign is terrible or anything, but I wanted to make sure I get that out of the way before I move on to what I love about Battlefield. So, campaign, I liked it a lot. I think it's an improvement over Battlefield 3's campaign, but it's still not anything super special. Like, compared to other games, or especially other just single-player focused games, it's not that great. But it's not terrible. It's got some fun moments in it. The layout of the levels is a lot better. It brings in a lot of sort of design elements of how they make multiplayer maps. So there's more open areas. You actually get to drive vehicles a few times in this campaign versus Battlefield 3 where you didn't. You just got to ride along in the jet and all that fun stuff. That wasn't so much fun. But yeah, there's lots of cool different moments in this campaign. I don't want to spoil any of them because you should probably play it yourself if you're interested at all. And especially if you want to unlock those weapons, you got to play through the campaign. So it wasn't too bad. I played it through on hard the first time through, and that was not really that bad, actually. Not even compared to the Battlefield 3 campaign. Felt a little bit harder difficulty-wise. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm just better at shooters now. Who knows? But it wasn't too bad. It was fun. It's got a couple of moments where they kind of undercut the Battlefield 3 theme where they're playing it in this big moment and then all of a sudden something else happens. Which I found, it amused me at the time. I like the characters. I think the campaign is gorgeous. The facial animations and things all look really nice. I didn't like Irish. Irish was on my nerves the entire campaign because all he did was complain and moan and yell at everybody for no reason and not like people for no reason. He shouldn't, had no reason to, dislike someone, and he did, and was in their face about it. I don't know. I just didn't like it all that much because he just got on my nerves. I was just like, let me get to the game, man. Just shut up. I wish I had a shut up button for Irish, but that's okay. I got through it. It's short. It's maybe about 5 hours long. I don't know. I didn't really time it. But all in all, it could be a much, worse campaign. It was fun. The story isn't super the best thing ever told, but it still keeps your interest enough to get through it. So, and then once I finished the campaign, I decided to jump into multiplayer finally after several days, because it took me several days to finish the campaign in the first place, just because my schedule was kind of crazy last week. I went into multiplayer after that, and I just started playing things at random. I played a bunch of Conquests so far, because that's kind of my favorite game mode, and I played a little bit of other things like Domination and Obliteration. I mostly played Engineer, played a little bit of each class, unlocked a couple things, but mostly Engineer. I probably unlocked half of the Engineer stuff, and everything else, not so much. Played a bit in vehicles, played a bit on the ground, just wanted to get a wide experience. I've played on all the maps now, and I can't say that I have a favorite, which I think is nice. I actually like all of them so far. There's a few that a couple I think that might be annoying to me in the future. Just after I've played on it time after time after time, get a bunch of people in it, camping on rooftops or whatever, just because of the way the level works. A feeling it'll probably start to get on my nerves. That's Flood Zone. Like, I'm having fun with it to start with because it's new, just like all the maps, but I think that one will, in particular, will be the one map in this game to get on my nerves. But hey, I am on the, a person that did not like Metro in Battlefield 3 very much. Like, here and there, in small doses, it was fine, but I did not like that it was a linear map with no flank routes. So I did not expect to like Operation Locker in this game, but I love it. It's, at least so far, it's fun. It's got flank routes, so you can get in and out of places. Like, it's much more complicated than Metro. It's bigger than Metro, at least it seems like. I don't know, maybe it's because the indoors part is sort of bigger, and it has multiple floors and all that, so it feels a lot bigger than what Metro did, at least to me. and it's a lot of fun. So I really like that map. Obliteration on the map is crazy because it concentrates everybody in one small area, so you can just sit there shooting a bunch of stuff around corners and throwing ammo to all your buddies, or if you're lucky you can get a flank off, get behind a bunch of guys and get a really big back rage going on. I like all the big wide open maps. I really like the resort map, and I really like Paracel Storm. Those are both a lot of fun to play on. I also like the railway outdoor map as well. It's fun to get in the middle of that map and just try and stay around the C flag, I believe it is, in Conquest for as long as you possibly can until, you know, the enemy comes in and ousts you with too many tanks and helicopters or whatever. I've had fun doing that in several matches. It's also fun on any of the maps to go to kind of the gimme flag, which is the flags closest to your enemy spawn, and just see how long you can stay in there, because you know they're going to be rolling in. That's kind of the given for any kind of Battlefield game, but it works especially well in Battlefield 4, I think, just because of the way the maps are designed. And speaking of that, I think all of these maps are much better designed than Battlefield 3, and I'm not a person who hated Battlefield 3's maps or anything by any means. I have a lot of favorites from that game, and I'm really looking forward to Second Assault DLC. So I think that so far Battlefield 4 is shaping up to be pretty awesome. I'm really excited to keep playing a lot, unlock all my weapons and camos, get all my battle packs and whatnot. There's so much stuff in this game to unlock. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for a long time, and I can't wait to, you know, make more videos and share it with you guys. So with that, I'm going to finish this video with a few bonus clips for you that I found kind of amusing. Put a few of them together and put some text with it just to kind of add to the fun factor. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time.